I've got one thing that'll be foolproof, though.
Oh?
Anyone investing, right, in reality TV right now are going to see an immense amount of money over a short amount of time. Because we have on our side Gordon Ramsay.
Oh no, more Gordon Ramsay. Didn't you talk about him already today?
Oh yes, more Gordon Ramsay. No, we talked about the restaurant, but I've got some more TV pitches for Gordon Ramsay.
For a new series for Gordon.
Yeah, as you know, every week, we've been doing it for years, we come up with new ideas for Gordon Ramsay, new TV show ideas, reality TV. It's a big thing, Jonathan Holmes.
It is very popular,
very
or
popular.
hated. Yeah, it's a love or hate thing.
It is. And Gordon Ramsay is one of the hottest commodities in British and American television. He crosses oceans. So, 2 ideas for you. First one, Gordon Ramsay the Two-Faced Twat. I am very excited about this show. It's set up in the same way, as many of these ideas are going to be. It's set up in the same way as Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. A restaurant is struggling. A restaurant is floundering. They're in debt. The customers are drying up. They need the help of the... Is it 14 Michelin stars now, man? Gordon Ramsay, award-winning chef, owns an empire. Help us, Gordon, please. Gordon Ramsay turns up. Promises them he's going to help them out. He does his usual thing. They think they're on Kitchen Nightmares. But things go a bit awry. First of all, he does his normal thing. Comes in, looks around the restaurant. Oh, fucking fuck. This is a restaurant, innit? Fuck. Sits down. Alright, I'll have the fucking Doritos on cheese. I'll have the fucking yogurt steak. And I'll have a fucking glass of wine. They bring the food out, and he eats it, and they're nervous. They're like, oh my god, he's going to hate this, He's like, I'll tell you what, I've eaten in some shitty pigsties in my time, and this is not one of them. That is fucking lovely. Make more of that. I don't need to change a fucking thing on this menu. Every time the server goes away, he looks at the camera and says, this is fucking shit. This is like eating a dog's anus cut out from the back of a dog and cooked on a blanket of bacon-soaked piss. Piss-soaked bacon, I meant to have said. I'm that fucking disgusted with this food. I can't even say things right. I can't even insult this. This is shit. Oh, she's coming back. I want more of this. This is lovely. This is probably the best dinner I've ever fucking had. In fact, it makes me want to give up being a chef, because I can't do better than that. Here is $5. Give it to the chef.
On top of him paying for the food.
On top of him paying for the food.
Wow.
Waiter goes and gives that to the... Or waitress. Or, well, we call them servers. Goes and gives that to the chef. He looks at the camera again and says, I fucking came on that $5. That $5 note, I smeared my jizz on that. He's gonna fucking touch it, dirty pig. He fucking deserves it and all, serving me this kind of fucking hot jizz. Oh, the pudding's arrived, thank fuck.
And he keeps eating it?
Oh yeah, he keeps eating it. He puts on a whole show that he loves this food. And then as soon as no one's looking, he's slagging it off to the camera. Two-faced twat.
People would love this show.
Yeah, he's absolutely not genuine about anything he's telling them. He's telling them they don't need help and everything, but they're like, oh, we're failing. And he says, well, what we're going to do, because I love this restaurant so fucking much, I want it to succeed, my darling. I want this to do well. I wish you all the best. He just looks at the camera just a little bit and just sneers. What we're going to do is, tonight, we're going to have the big relaunch. Tonight is the most important night at Chateau Le Bleu. You're going to tell them Gordon Ramsay's coming tonight. It's going to be a massive thing, a great big do. I'm going to be here. I'm going to hold a fucking raffle for my chef's hat. Come and buy a raffle ticket. If we call your number, you win my fucking chef's hat. And that's the first hat I ever had. It's like Scrooge McDuck's Lucky Fucky Dime. That's how much that means to me, and that's how much the success of this restaurant means to me. The camera follows them, like spends a whole 10 minutes of the show dedicated to following the owners and the staff throughout the day, really excited, and just, they can't wait. This is their big relaunch, their big reboot night. Gordon Ramsay's going to be promoting it. He's brought in Dee Snider to help them promote it. Dee fucking Snider from Twisted Sister, my old fucking friend. He's only going to perform his famous song here tonight, Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
That's not him.
It is. Dee Snider's like, that's not me. It's like, what? You're doing Every Rose Has Its fucking Thorn, Dee.
That would sound terrible by Dee Snider.
Alright. Bring your acoustic. So, that's all going on. They're gearing up for opening. They open the doors, expecting to see everyone, but then they're really confused. No one's there. Across the road, a queue halfway round the block at their rival restaurant. And there's flyers, posters all over town. Gordon Ramsay hosts Chili Cook-Off Night at Chili House of Chili. He's across the street helping them out. The restaurant.
That's so mean.
The restaurant owner's talking to the camera. Just, I feel betrayed. He said he'd help us out. He said this was our big night. My wife's in tears, and he's in there. I can see him. Like it looks. I mean, I don't want to accuse him of anything. It looks like he keeps going up to the front window of the other restaurant, pressing his hands and face up to the glass, and just laughing at us. He's doing it right now, and the camera sort of pans across his shoulder, and you just see Gordon Ramsay stood at the front window of the opposite restaurant, hands flat against the glass, and his face, he's just... And someone taps him on the shoulder in the restaurant and says, "Oh, more chili? You damn fucking right, this restaurant's great." And he goes back to them. And the restaurant owner and Chateau Le Bleu is like, "Well, I'm not standing for this. He made a promise. He was going to be our saviour. I'm going over there." Crosses the street, goes over there. Goes over to Gordon Ramsay and says, "What are you doing? Why are you serving chili to our enemies?" And he's like there, just got a giant spoon of chili, plopping it on people's plates. He's like, "What? Fuck off."
Whoa.
What are you doing?
I thought he was going to be fake nice and
No. He says, "Fuck off. What are you doing? We said that we're doing the relaunch tomorrow. I've got to make money while I'm in town. I'm doing yours for free." So they paid me very generously to do this chili cook-off here at this restaurant. He said, "But I'm sure you said tonight is the night." He said, "No, tomorrow's the night. I've got Dee Snider. He's really excited." He looks at the camera and says he's already on a plane back to New fucking York. So we will...
Snyder flew in.
Yes.
Stayed in his hotel room.
Yep.
Just watched 2 If by Sea, starring that guy from Boston and Sandra Bullock.
Absolutely.
And then flew back.
To Long Island. And so anyway, obviously what happens then is the next night, we don't see the restaurant again. We just see Gordon Ramsay on a plane, hands behind his head, just laughing again, just... And then another person on the flight taps him on the shoulder and says, "Excuse me, can you be quiet? You're really loud and waking up my baby." He says, "Oh, don't worry about it. I'll give you $1 million. I'm Gordon Ramsay." He looks at the camera and just shakes his head.
I was picturing Rat's song "Come On, Feel the Noise" playing as he was doing his last cackle.
We can definitely do that.
Just felt right, because it's
almost
almost Dee Snider, but not quite. That would be one of the most popular television shows, if not the most popular television show of the modern era. Yeah. That would be the next I Love Lucy.
And every single week, it's just the same thing. Like Kitchen Nightmares is the same thing every single week.
People wouldn't get sick of that. People would not get sick of... Of course, the only problem, not to be a bring down, but once the show airs, no one's going to trust that Gordon Ramsay is doing a real show. They're going to think he's doing the Two-Face show.
Ah, but that's where we're clever.
Yeah.
We air Kitchen Nightmares. We film and air Kitchen Nightmares and Gordon Ramsay the Two-Faced Twat at the same time.
So no one knows which one they're going to get.
You just don't know.
And you want to try.
And Yeah, and you'll want to see season 2 then, because then the restaurant owners will be more savvy, and they're like, now, is this definitely the real Kitchen Nightmares? This isn't Two-Faced Twat. And he's like, yeah, absolutely, mate. I cross my heart, that was one season. What, you think we could get away with it a second season? I think not.
Well, and they'll be able to edit them differently. So for the Kitchen Nightmares episodes, they'll edit out all of the reference of people being nervous that he might be disingenuous or whatever. And then for Two-Faced Twat, just throw all that crap in there because that just adds to the entertainment value.
As he convinces them that...
Right. Exactly.
They're done with that series.
Much in the way Jonathan Holmes convinces us every week of various ideas for things that we should do together.
I don't...
That's true. Like, I mean, I wasn't even sold on the idea of turning him into a skeleton earlier on, but he makes a good case.
Persuasive. He's very persuasive.
He is a persuasive man.